Hello everybody. Hi all my bats and kittens. How are y'all doing tonight? Hey Tart! How's it going? Boy, my voice sounds a little rough. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, I got tea. I have tea, so that'll help. Hope you guys got your tea tonight. Excuse me. Yeah. I've had a cold for a little while. You have the tea, all of it. Yeah. We're not gonna spill any tea tonight, hopefully. Hopefully, not on my keyboard. It's still warm. Hopefully not. Yeah, tonight we're just being cozy, curious, unproductive. We're just talking a little bit. So, how's my evening going? Love a cozy stream. Oh, it is cozy. My evening is going pretty well tonight. It is really hot. I'm in Texas and it was over 80 degrees today, so it was very warm. I had to do some Christmas shopping this afternoon and I was driving around with my sunroof open and the windows down. I drive a Jeep Renegade. It was just totally happy with the hair blowing, the wind blowing through the cab. It's great. Naturally, the Jeep is a must. Yeah. This is really the first chance I've gotten to have the sunroof like open in the daytime, because in Texas the summers are super hot. It's like 100 degrees in the shade. And with the sun beating down on you. And I was doing like laser treatments for my face all through the summer, so I couldn't get a whole lot of sun exposure. And I just had my last like regular treatment last month, just a few weeks ago. And so now I used to go every 5 weeks, now I go every 10 weeks. And so I can risk a little bit more exposure to the sun, which I'm excited about. And so today I got to drive around with the top up, or the sunroof, because the Renegades don't have removable panels or anything. Yay for vitamin rays! Yes, we get the vitamin D. We get the D. Yeah, I figured y'all would appreciate that. Yeah, we're cozy, we're grounding here, but we like to have a little fun. We can still do that, and we can still be a little adult sometimes. Just a little, like PG-13 or more. So what do y'all prefer? Like night rain or early morning fog? Let me know. What do y'all think? I like a night rain. I mean, I do kind of like the fog, except everything looks like Silent Hill. But I do love a night rain, like a little storm coming through. So relaxing, you can smell it in the air. I love that. Love having a little rain. And then, what about sweet tea or spicy tea? Coming up with some stuff. This one is peppermint, so this would be a spicy tea. There's no sugar or anything in it. I have to be careful not to hit my mic. That's one of the reasons I started a little late tonight. Earlier than usual, but love peppermint. It's so delicious. Me too. I really enjoy peppermint. I like chai. You can kind of see the tea bag floating in the top. It's a floaty one. It is very tasty. Yeah. Peppermint tea is supposed to be really good for you. It's supposed to help you sleep. Which I kind of need. I have not been sleeping well the last few days. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I changed my diet a little bit. That could be part of it. But who knows? Who knows? Hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight. Yeah, I went to bed like 11 o'clock last night after watching the season 4 finale of Stranger Things. I've been catching up for like the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks. We've been watching about a season a week. I'm just binge watching every night that I'm not streaming. We've been watching episodes. And I've seen them all before, up until the end of season 4, so I'm getting my partner caught up on them. And now we can start season 5, and I'm very excited about season 5. So don't spoil anything for me. I'm gonna play a little bit of this or that. That's okay. Let's see. How do you like your coffee? Tart, how do you like your coffee? Do you like it black or like with cream or milk or something? I love mine with cream. Like, I always go to Starbucks and I order the exact same thing every time. Mostly because it's like the safest thing on the menu for me to eat or drink. I'm gonna eat my coffee. Actually, I did this morning. I ate my coffee this morning. I know that sounds silly. That sounds so silly, but it is true. I ate my coffee. I tried a recipe that I saw on like TikTok or something. It was like some espresso with flavored syrup and then a bunch of cream. You put it in. You have to have cold espresso or else the cream separates and it turns into butter. And the first time I tried it, it turned into butter. So I had to start over and make new coffee and like leave it in the fridge for like 30 minutes. So you do that. You put it in like a Coke bottle, like an old Coke bottle or water bottle or something, and you shake it. And you shake it until the cream like stiffens and becomes like whipped cream. This is how you make whipped cream, everybody. Put it in a bottle and you shake it. And so once it becomes whipped cream, first you add the coffee in, and then you shake it. So you put everything together, shake the bottle until it becomes like whipped cream. Yes, shake the bottle. Oh, we got an ad. Boo. So, it does sound good, doesn't it? Let's see. I think we're gonna hold off for a minute. We got like 90 seconds of an ad. So I'm gonna hit my vape for a moment. It's not my favorite vape. Ever since Geek Bar went off the market, it's been like really hard to find a really good vape. There's so many out there, and there's so many who have modeled their designs and stuff off of Geek Bar. But most of them aren't the same. So I've not been very happy. Wow, ads should be done really soon. Yay, back from ads. Okay. I don't know why I didn't get a notification that the ads are over. Usually I get a notification as soon as the ads are done. So that's kind of weird. There it is. I always wait for that before I like start talking again. So usually I'll just like segue into something. So anyway, so you shake it up. If you shake it too much, it becomes butter. I've done that too. I've made butter, and that's how you make butter, by the way. is you put cream in a jar or a bottle or something, and you just shake it until it becomes butter. And you'll know it becomes butter because like the sound just changes, and it changes instantly, just like that. And it's like you'll be shaking and it'll be sloshing around, and all of a sudden you'll just hear it go thunk, and you have butter. So I've done that a few times. I used to be keto, and so that's why I know all this stuff. I used to be keto, and I had to like drink bulletproof coffee and lots of cream, and so I've kept that habit of my coffee. And so yeah, so I had whipped coffee this morning and kind of ate it. Hello, how are you tonight? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just having a cozy chat tonight. We're just talking about stuff. A testosterone bomb? No? Nope. We're talking about coffee tonight. I made some whipped coffee this morning. I had that. What the fuck? That guy's weird. Yep, that guy's weird. But he's gone now. They're gone. This is a safe space for everybody. We don't ask personal questions like that. We don't. No transphobes. We respect people's color. We respect their religions. We respect gender, all of those things. So if you're not down with that, not welcome here. I'm just gonna say it like that. So we're talking coffee first, and I asked the question: do you prefer black coffee, or do you like cream or milk or something like that in it? And I like my coffee with lots of cream, no sugar. Usually I do some kind of flavored syrup that's sugar-free. Gonna lurk, love you, and F that guy. Yes. Yes. Yep. That kind of stuff is not welcome here. So, yeah, he won't be back. So anyway, if you have a preference, let me know. Let me know. Usually I go to Starbucks, I get an Americano, sugar-free vanilla, heavy cream. It used to be sugar-free cinnamon dolce, but right around the pandemic, they discontinued that. So I don't get my sugar-free cinnamon dolce anymore. But I found a recipe. I'm gonna try it. I am still gonna try it. Excuse me. Oh man, that would get kind of weird. I'm gonna have my tea. We got peppermint tea tonight. We were just talking about that earlier today. Let's see. What's another this or that we can talk about? Velvet or lace? That one might get a little spicy. Velvet or lace? What do y'all like? I know some people can't stand the feel of velvet. I like the way lace looks, but I don't like the way it feels on me. So usually I'll like wear lace over something. Velvet is fine. Velvet's fine. I like the feel of it. But yeah. Yeah, I've got some clothing that's made from velvet. I've got some that's made from lace. I wear them both. But to me, lace just gets scratchy. So I don't like wearing it like as a base layer. Ooh. Window open or curtains closed? Well, that depends on the weather. If it's a day like today where it's like 80 degrees outside or the weather's really nice, the windows are going to be open. I like a cool breeze coming in where I don't have to run the air conditioner. You can probably hear the air conditioner in the background. It's loud. Like, can you believe it? It's like Christmas Eve, and I'm running an air conditioner. We're having like record heat this week here. But on days like this, yeah, if it's not too hot and I don't have to run the air conditioner, then yeah, the window's open. Otherwise, the windows are like always closed and like blackout curtains. They like the room dark. Should we move into do some cozy confessions? Let's see. Oh, I got one. I got something for you guys. What's something small that made you smile today? For me, it was sitting in my friend's Discord server and watching holiday movies like all day long. It's great. I watched what did we watch? It's been a long time. We watched a bunch, and I had to miss some of them because I had to go Christmas shopping. But I got to see most of Polar Express for the very first time. I've never seen Polar Express before, and I need to go back and like watch the end of it because I had to do dishes in the middle of it, so I had to leave and do dishes, but it was running in the background. Really enjoyed it though. We watched what else did we watch? Some Harry Potter. I'm not a okay. This is a touchy subject. Harry Potter is a touchy subject because the storytelling, I like the story, but the author hates me. Not personally, but yeah, I should misgender. She's gonna misgender me. Why not? You know? But no, we show respect. We do show respect, even if people are horrible. So, you know, she hates what I am. And so I don't support that. And she does use her profits to pay for campaigns against people like me. So, yeah, I don't support that. I won't support that. If you do, that's your choice. I can't make you watch something or not watch something. That is your choice. But I would wish that if, you know, that you wouldn't because of what it stands for. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say about that. So anyway, we watched some Harry Potter. We watched what else? Jack Frost. I watched that for the first time. That's a good movie. The dialogue in that was really good, actually. I thought it was gonna be like campy and cheesy, and it was at points. You know, it's definitely like late 90s, early 2000s. When was that made? Let me look that up. When was Jack Frost made? And we're not talking about the scary Jack Frost. We're talking about the one with Michael Keaton. 1998. So yes, late 90s. It definitely fit that vibe. Like I can remember seeing movies in like the mid 90s to the late 90s when I was in high school, and every one of them had that kind of family vibe. And every one of them seemed to be like the same type of thing, the same tropes and all of that. So uh yeah. So it's great. But that made me smile today. Just hanging out with people, and we barely even talked. I didn't even realize until we were watching Polar Express that there was a chat. I was like looking for it on the sidebar, because like I don't do group chats very often in Discord. Usually because of, like, when everybody's doing them, I'm in bed with my partner. Not like that. Not always. But yeah, like I'm spending time with my partner, and to do a voice chat would just be disruptive to that moment and really disrespectful, so I don't do that. But anyway, I didn't even know where the chat was. So all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I see this little blip come up in the top corner of the screen, like, up here, and it's like, cat! And it's Tart. I'm like, oh, there is a chat! How do I get to it? So I did some hunting and poking around, and I found it, and got to talk to everybody while the movie was going. I'm sure it's like, in the morning, I went back to the morning. I went back to the morning and I noticed that a Spooky had said, I probably shouldn't use names, but anyway, that they said hi, and I'm like, oh no, they're gonna think I was being rude. Because I didn't respond. I didn't even see it, to be honest. Who? Yeah, right. Yeah. Somebody whose name begins with an S. That didn't happen. It's a figment of your imagination. But yeah, that made me smile today. We don't talk about that. Yep. Forgive me. What is your current comfort obsession? I feel like I'm interviewing myself here. That's okay. That's okay. We love our lurkers. And you don't have to answer questions, so fine, I can answer. My current comfort obsession. That's a hard one. Because I don't think I've changed that much over the years. Like right now, I think one of them is tea, coffee, grounding, actually. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say grounding is like comfort, but it's like centering myself, and it brings me peace. So like when I talk about grounding, I mean like going outside and just putting your feet on the earth, like your bare feet on the earth, and just being there and feeling and like just being in tune with nature, like feeling the wind on your skin and the gravity of the world, and heat, cold, how dry it is, how wet it is, just being in tune with your surroundings and everything around you. And I think right now that's like my obsession. And if I can't do that, then it is some kind of grounding ritual. It is some kind of grounding ritual that I do. So, like, I might be sitting in my chair and I just might, like, place my hand on my chest like this and just add a little pressure, and I can feel that pressure, and I can feel the warmth of my hand. And I breathe. Or I might, like, put my feet on the floor and just, like, press down slightly. And so that's one way to ground. But doing those exercises, I think right now is like my obsession, my comfort obsession. And also writing. I'm writing a novel. So I'm like 5 chapters into it. I've mapped out like almost 50 chapters. So I have a long way to go in writing. But I've started. Been doing this for a couple of weeks now. So we're looking at a full-size novel, not like a novelette or anything like that, or a novella. So I'm really excited about that. When it comes out, you won't know it's me. I'm writing under a pen name. But yeah, I'll let my closest friends like read it and let them know that that's me. Hey, it's me. Okay, next question. One thing that feels cozy to you that shouldn't. Ooh, we could get really spicy with that one. We could get so spicy with that because yeah. Because I'm spicy like that. Yeah, this is a kink positive, sex positive, body positive. I used to say this in my intro: kink positive, body positive, sex positive, all the positivity. So yeah. Some things, and I don't want to get explicit on here and like describe things in detail, but there are definitely some things in like kink that feel cozy. Feels like a hug. That probably shouldn't be cozy. I know there are some people out there who like pain. There are some people who they like different things that a lot of people would say could be abusive or could be degrading, and that's their comfort. That's where they retreat to. So yeah, that's one thing that feels cozy to me that probably shouldn't. And let me say this too, like one of the misconceptions about kink is that it's all about sex. It's not. It's not. Some people ground with it. Some people use it to bring themselves back to center. And there's absolutely nothing sexual about that practice. And some people, it is that. What's our next question? Let me see. I've got a list of these. I have a list of these. If tonight had a scent, what would it be? Well, it's definitely not what I was smelling earlier. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry, I had to like clear my throat and I didn't want to like do it into the microphone. Yeah, I was doing the dishes tonight, and there was something that had like been in the sink for a few days, waiting for space in the dishwasher. And there was something in there that was pretty bad. Pretty bad. I had to walk away for a minute. It was so bad. So if tonight had a scent, it would not be that. I can tell you that. It would not be whatever that was. Let me think. Cedar? Rain? Yeah, we've been talking about rain a lot tonight. Cedar, rain, coffee that's brewing, maybe snow. Yeah, I can always smell when it's snowing because there's a certain scent to it. It's very comforting. And so are all those things. So like I'm putting together this picture in my mind where it's like a cabin with like cedar plank walls or cedar rafters or something like that, and coffee's being made, it's snowing or rainy outside, and it's just warm and cozy inside. There's a fuzzy blanket, comfy couch, all those things. Is like, I need that. I really need that. What animal would absolutely ruin a cozy night? My cats. Specifically my cats. One of them in particular, we call her Shithead. She has this knack of finding your kidneys in the middle of the night, and she will step on them. I don't know how she does it. She'll walk across the bed and she will put one paw right on the kidney and like step on it. And that has jolted me out of my sleep more often than I can count. That's one reason why we call her Shithead. The other reason is because she climbs on the dresser and on top of the TV and jumps over to this hanger, this clothes rack that she's not supposed to be on top of. And then she'll climb on top of stuff to where she's not supposed to be, paw at things, scratch at things where she's not supposed to. So she's a shithead. Love her to death. She's a shithead. We have a break. We got about 90 seconds, so if you guys want to grab something, well, we already have a break. I'm looking at my questions. Yes, we have a community on Discord. Join the Discord. We're revamping it, so it's gonna be like if you've ever been to a place that's under construction and there's drywall everywhere and there's dust from the drywall everywhere and like people building stuff. Yeah, that's what my Discord is like right now. We just put up our new graphics, and right now I'm a one-person show. So we don't have any mods or anything like that right now. Welcome back from the ad, everybody. So, least cozy sound in the world. That's our next thing. That's the next question. Least cozy sound in the world. You ever seen Dumb and Dumber? when Jim Carrey is like, "You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?" That. I would say that is the least cozy sound in the world, or something that is like scraping against something else when it shouldn't, or something breaking. Like you're trying to be gentle with something and it breaks and you hear that sound and you know that you don't fucked up. I think that's the least cozy sound in the world. I'm having fun with this tonight, y'all. This is great. So glad I found these questions. If your tea had a personality, what would it be like? Let's see. What would it be like? What would it be like if my tea had a personality? A personality, if you will. Maybe like Pierre? I don't know. No. That's a really hard question because I drink different teas. Like, I don't think, since we started doing this Twilight Tea Tuesday, I don't think I've had the same tea twice. And get this, I haven't gone out and bought teas specifically for this. I haven't. I've actually, my partner, her daughter is in choir. My stepdaughter is in choir. It's her senior year, and when they do regional auditions and stuff, they have to be there like 7 in the morning. My partner takes an electric kettle and a bunch of water and a bunch of tea bags, like different bags of tea, different flavors. So we've got like chai, we've got like Earl Grey and English breakfast. Twining's the English breakfast tea, if you know, you know. Peppermint, spearmint, not sleepy time, not in the morning. I think there's some chamomile in there though. But all kinds of different flavored teas. So I've been sneaking into that stash. Although we've got tea everywhere in this house. We got so many different kinds and a bunch of different coffees too. I've discovered Vietnamese coffee, and I don't mean like Vietnamese made coffee, like in the Vietnamese style. I mean like the coffee beans that are grown in Vietnam. Those are the best beans I've ever had. They make the best coffee. And it's like I could not get enough of my espresso when I was making it with Vietnamese beans. I need to get some more. I actually found them at a craft show locally, and yeah, I really need to get some more because they are so good. The quality is unlike anything I've ever had here in the States, or from Colombian beans or Brazilian or African beans. The quality is so good. And honestly, that's what makes a good coffee, is the bean. If you have some beans that you have to pick out what are known as like green beans. If they're too green, then they don't taste good and they're acidic and sour. And that's what you taste in the coffee. Like, I can tell my coffee shop where I work used to be a Starbucks affiliate or a franchisee of Starbucks. And so they'd serve Starbucks coffee. When they stopped doing that, I could tell. As soon as the coffee changed, the taste of the coffee like completely changed. It's like, oh, you guys aren't brewing Starbucks coffee anymore. Because Starbucks coffee is very high quality. They use very good beans, and their water is filtered, and everything is made to a certain standard. And it's expensive. So I'm pretty sure we're being charged the same, but I'm pretty sure that the beans that they're sourcing don't cost nearly as much as they did at Starbucks. But so if my tea had a personality, it'd be cozy. It would be mellow. Probably like hippie. I'm a little bit of a hippie if you didn't know. Just a little bit. Like a hippie goth. But yeah, that's a really hard one. Yeah. So let's see, is there anything else that we can talk about? Oh yeah, maybe I can talk about my coffee, or my coffee mug that I got my tea in. So this was from the Crescent Hotel. Oh, it's on both sides. I didn't realize that. I saw it on my side and I didn't realize that it was on both. It's from the Crescent Hotel, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Last November, my partner, stepdaughter, and her friend and I all took a trip to this hotel and we did a paranormal investigation. It was a lot of fun. We did the ghost tour, and during the ghost tour I got an EVP that I like show everybody when people are skeptical and they say, well, I don't really know about this stuff. I bring out this EVP and it says, Ellis is disgusting, in like this really weird whisper. And it was like very, very clear. I was the only person in the room. You could hear chatter going on outside, but you hear me talk and then you hear this voice, and this voice is almost closer to the microphone than I am, and louder than I was. And I'm just like, wow. But that's happened to me a few times. I like the paranormal stuff. I like doing the investigations. And yeah, it looks like we're coming up close to the end of our stream. We're only doing like some short streams right now. I'm trying to find my group. This is a complete rebrand. And so I'm like trying to find different things to talk about, and like once we get more people coming in the chat and all that stuff, we'll have more time to talk about things, because everyone else will wanna share. And you know, that's one of the things that I want to do with this stream. Like, people share stuff, and we can talk about things. We can talk about lifestyle. We can talk about grounding, and that's like one of the things that really is why I'm doing this. You know, I decided intentionally to move away from just gaming and start actually talking about things that matter to me, things that matter to other people, because I've seen where this world is changing, and I didn't like what I saw. And so I just wanted to make a cozy place for people to come hang out and talk and be affirmed. You know, that's why I put on Twitter an affirmation every morning and give everyone permission to be imperfect and to be themselves and to take up space. I think that's one of my favorite affirmations so far, is you are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to rest. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to deserve it. If you're tired, you can rest. People will still be there. If they're the right people, they'll still be there. And if they're not there, then they weren't the right people. Yeah, I enjoy doing these affirmations, and I've gotten so many comments already. I've only been doing this for a few weeks. But I've gotten so many comments. It's like when I do an affirmation or place one on TikTok or something like that, people say, I needed to hear that. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words a little bit. And, you know, people say, I needed to hear that. Thanks for that reminder. And, you know, those kinds of responses touch me. Because that's why I'm here doing this. It's because people need it. People need to hear those things. People need those reminders sometimes. And I like just affirming people. I've always been an encourager. You know, if we wanna talk about love languages, you know, something that's rooted in religion and patriarchy and all that stuff. I won't go into that. But you know, there's a grain of truth to it. You know, there are things that people do to express love. And mine are physical touch and words of encouragement. And I can encourage people this way. I can tell them that they're doing fine, that they look great, that they can rest, they can take up space, they can be themselves, they don't have to mask. And I feel like that's really important. And yeah, it might be awkward when somebody takes off their mask. It might be. And I can't say that I know exactly every single time how to hold space for somebody when they take off their mask and it's awkward. I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna try. And just affirm them. Say it's okay. It's okay. You can be awkward. You can be weird. I mean, look at me. I'm weird. I'm awkward. We can be those things. So that's why I'm here. So let's see. Do we want to raid out tonight? It's like Christmas Eve. I don't even know who's like streaming tonight. Actually, quite a few people. I want to try to find somebody who I don't like have a lot of people that I follow right now who carry the same energy. Because like, you know, I did gaming. I was this weird gothic gamer. And like that's like the people that I follow, and the people who do carry the same kind of energy that I have, I see them online during the day. So they're all offline right now. So I think we'll just close out tonight. But yeah, if you guys want to follow anything, any of my socials, it's Gothicat on everything. And I'm on like all the things. Twitter is like my main place where it's like everyday stuff. I do my affirmations in the morning. I do photos and all kinds of weird shit. Instagram is like modeling I've been a model in the past. I'm model now. It's just a little different the way I do it. So it's that. I do reels with my affirmations. I do reels with affirmations are on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So you can follow all of those, any of those, whichever ones you want to follow or not, if you so choose. But that's where those are. Twitter, well, we already talked about Twitter. YouTube, there it is. That's the one I was looking for. YouTube. I plan on doing some long form stuff, you know, kind of like this, a little bit of stream of consciousness. I might start off just by posting my VODs on there, so you guys can listen to those and check those out. And then, what else? Those are the big ones. I do have a Discord community. There are links in the chat. There are links to everything on my pages. Yeah, all my pages. Everything links to everything else. I have like one of those link pages, and I just use that on everything. So on my Twitch page, there are links to everything. I'm also going to be starting a thing that's Cat After Dark, and I'm gonna launch that Saturday. So you can find that in my links. I'm not gonna go too deeply into that. That's gonna be like the more spicy side of things, and I don't know if I can actually like talk about that in much detail at all. So if you want to find it, it's out there. It's out there. I just don't know if that goes against Twitch TOS to actually talk about that. So we won't. But this brings us to the end. It's been wonderful talking with you guys. Tart, thank you so much for hanging out, lurking with me, and chatting with me. Yeah, didn't mean to name anybody. So, anyway, yeah, thank you all for being here. You guys make the space warmer, and just want you all to just take a deep breath. Have a great night. Finish off your tea, get some rest tonight. You guys made the space warmer just by being here. So I hope you all have a great night. Light and love to you all. I'll see you on Thursday. No, I won't see you on Thursday. It's Christmas. I will see you all again next Tuesday with another Twilight Tea Tuesday. Again, light and love to you all, and we'll see you later.